Hi, my name is Daniel.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
We are at Narra Residence right now, and I have a few questions to Ryan on why Narra. Both of us have lived in the East all this while, and I really find that the units here look very nice. I just have two key questions for you as somebody who has now shifted to the West, very close to this project. So, my first question is how have you find the difference in the amount of amenities that we used to enjoy in the East at Tanah Merah versus how it is like right now? Especially since Nara is also going to be partly within a new greenfield estate.
Just for context, Dan and I used to stay less than 1 kilometer apart, right, at Tanah Merah. And I think now, as we go, when you are in Tanah Merah, you will enjoy a lot of the new malls or the new amenities that are already built in that area. As for dairy farm over here, I would say it was like Tanah Merah 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, where there was only one or two condominiums built during that time, and we had to take a bus or a train one stop to Bedok Mall to get to the nearest mall. Where we are here in Narra Residences, if you're looking for a mall, it's just next door, right? The Dairy Farm Mall is just next door. If you're looking for supermarkets, for restaurants to go to, it's just there. And for coffee shops and amenities like your clinics and your barber shops, it's just one bus stop away to the nearest HDB estate. I think a lot of the new condominiums that are going to be up and coming in this dairy farm estate would really increase the vibrancy of the area over here. So I think there's a lot of potential in Narra Residences and a lot of potential in dairy farm. We're just 1 kilometer away from Bukit Panjang Primary, and so much to expect for the future.
Sounds very good and something to consider for long-term growth in the area.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we also saw in many parts of the East. Then my last question is in terms of proximity. At the moment, it is a little bit of a distance to the existing MRTs. How have you transitioned with being further from the MRT?
Yeah, so I used to stay just next to the MRT at Tanah Merah, and initially I was quite hesitant to move to somewhere that is slightly further away from the MRT. Last year when I bought my car, it gave me a bit of it really helped me to overcome that concern. And of course, people who drive, it's something that may not be a huge concern for them. But if you're looking at Narra Residences, it's just 3 bus stops away from the nearest MRT. And if you're looking to go to town, Hillview all the way to Bugis is straight blue line and is really really very fast from experience. The stations are very near to each other and the line is really very efficient. It's roughly around a 15-minute walk to the nearest MRT. But you get in turn the peace and tranquility, right? You're not very near the hustle and bustle, and at the same time it's still accessible, right? You have a quick bus, a few buses actually that go straight to Hillview MRT, which then you can take the blue line to a lot of places in Singapore. And in fact, from my house, I have 3 buses that go to the MRT, and very very fast to the east, in my opinion.
I mean, that sounds good because I think it's relevant that the bus services can bring us to the MRT about the same time as how long it takes for us to walk in the east. Yeah, you're right about some options in the east where we might be close to the MRT but quite far away from the expressway because most of the time it takes a lot of traffic lights.
Yeah.
But here it's quite close, right, to the expressway.
Yes, that's right. So if you're driving, it's a very close proximity to PIE, to AYE. If I drive around for my viewings, it's really quick to go anywhere around Singapore because of the instant access to the expressways. In fact, going to my parents' house, a quick drive from here to Tanah Merah is just around 20 to 25 minutes without traffic. This area is more a peaceful side of Singapore, but at the same time, it gives you that accessibility around the island.
Okay, thanks Ryan for sharing. I look forward to seeing the demand and response for this unit. I think it will really sell well. The price here, can you remind me again? What's the
Very,
price here?
very attractive. Less than $2,000 PSF.
Yeah, I think the last probably the last new launch unit will be this price, right?
Yes.
Excited to see how things turn up next week.
We'll see you here at the show flat. If you're interested, give either me or Daniel a call. We're happy to show you around.
See you at Narra Residences.
Bye.